WD18, welcome to the second match reaction of the season. It's finished Stevenage 1, Watford 1 after normal time, with Stevenage unfortunately winning on penalties, meaning Watford are out of this season's Carabao Cup. We just can't seem to get out of this first round of the Carabao Cup. We never seem to win this game, and the curse goes on, I suppose. Watford were actually, we lined up quite strong today. I suppose Ismail wanted to continue the momentum. He only made one change. He brought in Ben Hamer in goal over Daniel Bachmann. And other than that, it was full strength, which was, I sort of had mixed feelings towards it. It would have been nice if the team rested to avoid fatigue, which I did think set in today. But also it's nice to see that he really wants to hammer home his style of play and build some more momentum, and we got off to the best possible start. A great ball in from Tom Dele-Bashiru, a set piece. Bayo at the back post was able to slot it home, a really good finish from him, and I'm delighted for him that he's got his second goal in 2 games, because it is a big season coming up for him, but he should have scored in the second half. It was right in front of me in the away end, and yeah, we'll come on to it. But I thought the first 20 minutes Watford actually did really well. We looked up. You know, our energy was really, really good again, similar to what we saw in the QPR game. But after that, I mean, Stevenage started breaking up the game a bit, and I think we just lost our fluidity, and I think fatigue, and we looked a bit tired. And that all started to set in, and we lost. We didn't really have any rhythm to our tempo. So Stevenage were breaking up the play quite well, and were really using their physicality against us. Wesley, who had a busy evening at the back as well. He was always kept on his toes, and I mean, Hamer made a really, really good save towards the end of the first half, but they were able to equalise from a really soft goal from a set piece, and no one was really strong enough. I think it might have been Porteous, but I haven't seen it back, so I'm not 100% sure. Wasn't strong enough with the clearance, and they were able to tuck it home from a couple of yards out. And the second half was just scrappy all round, to be honest with you. Watford at times looked like the better team, at times Stevenage looked like they could score again. The big chance was Vacuum. Bayo really should have scored. Some really good work from Andrews. Great ball in from Porteous on the counter-attack. Bayo was at the back post, looked certain to score, and was only able to put it at the keeper. But it really looked to have, you know, taken a toll in his confidence, that miss, because his body language afterwards was really subdued. The game went to penalties, obviously no extra time now. The shootout was taken on the other side of the stadium to the Watford fans. So we took first, Hoot scored, then I think they missed, and then Sia Ralta scored for us, then they scored, and then was it Healy missed for us, and Ryan Porteous took a shocking penalty as well for us, which went over the bar. And I'm trying to think who scored the last one. Kone scored for us as well, but ultimately it wasn't enough, and Stevenage were able to go through, so fair play to them. I think Valérien Ismail would have learned a lot about his Watford side tonight. I think Andrew French from the Watford Observer put out a tweet earlier saying that Ismail felt that he learned a lot more from his side tonight than he did from the QPR game, which I think is fair, because I think what it did was not only reflect how poor QPR were, as good as we were that day, but there's still a long way to go for this Watford side. I think a big element for it, like I said before, was I think we just looked a bit fatigued, to be honest with you, and in hindsight, would Ismail still have gone full strength? I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Hoping that the injury to Jeremy Ngakia isn't too bad, and also to Georgie Fadazi as well, who was ruled out of tonight. But look, it's not a big deal, to be honest with you, the Carabao Cup for me personally. I very much saw it as just another pre-season game, as I'm sure, I mean, I think a few others felt like that as well. So the big one is again on Saturday for Plymouth at home. I think a few changes will probably be made, just because Plymouth are a really, really good side, and to keep the team fresh, keep everyone on their toes. So yeah, we'll be back for another match reaction for that, and an in-depth analysis of both the Stevenage game and the Plymouth game on Saturday. So make sure to like and subscribe to WD18. We'll be back soon, up the Hornets.